Something I am going to continue to bang on is the birth rate decline. So this was an article that came out like a day or two ago. America's population could use a boom. Failing to address population decline may exact a heavy toll. Before I get into that article, I want you to look at this map. Everywhere that you see red, there were more deaths than there were births. So there is a population contraction in these red states. Now, you can see that a good chunk of these red states are actual red states, like GOP controlled states. You see, Texas is down there, but Texas is probably still getting some of the immigration boost. So they probably do have more births than deaths. I went to the Google and looked up the provincial 2021 numbers for births. There were 3.6 million births and there were 3.4 million deaths. So there was a net gain of 200,000 people that were born versus how many died in this country. So we are still replacing the amount of people who died, but the number of births is still coming down. In order for a population to stay the same, the average woman needs to have about 2.1 kids. We are currently at about 1.6. In each racial group of women, the number is trending down. So this is across the board. And we have seen the articles come out where women are out enrolling men in colleges. Women are going to school 6 to 4. For every 6 women going to colleges or universities, 4 men are enrolling. So women are going to college a lot more. And this is pushing back when women decide to have their first child. And according to this, women that have their master's degree have their first child about 6 years later than a woman who has a high school diploma. Fewer births don't just lead to a smaller population, but to an older one, since the younger cohorts aren't large enough to balance out the older ones. That means for the first time ever, fewer working age Americans will be supporting a steadily growing population of retirees. So the older people tend to be propped up by the workers who are younger. Also, the life expectancy in the United States is falling. Today, it is 76 years old, but in other developed countries, it is in the 80s. You guys can look at this. And we spend a lot of money on healthcare here, but it is unevenly spent. This is a pretty good article. I'll probably have to make a part two. Like, comment, share on what you've heard so far.